back to my channel. Today's video is on this look right here. I asked on Instagram if you guys wanted to see a festival look, and a few of you guys said yes, so here it is. I hope that you guys enjoy it. If you guys want to recreate it, then keep on watching. Okay, so before we get started, I'm going to talk to you guys about which palette I'm going to be using today. I'm so excited. It is the Blue Blood Jeffree Star Cosmetics palette. It is so pretty. That's what the unicorn looks like, and then it just opens up like this. Let's take out the palette. This is what the outside of the palette looks like. Very cool and blue, and ta-da! That's what the inside looks like. Very awesome and pretty. I can't wait to play with this. So obviously for today's video we are going to be using this palette, so our main colors are going to be blue. To start off with, I already did my brows, so I already put on moisturizer, and I also put on SPF, because if you're going to be out in the sun, especially at Coachella, obviously you're going to be out in the sun all day if that's something that you're doing. Any music festival usually are outside anyways. You're going to want to put some kind of sunblock or something for your face. So to prime the face, I'm going to be using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I got the little one because I wanted to try it out first, but I freaking love this stuff. It is so nice. It makes my face hydrated and it makes my makeup last all day. So today's video is mostly going to be just products that I know already work for me and I know that they last all day on my face. The only thing I don't like about this primer is the smell. I'm excited for this one. I'm not going to any music festivals that I know of this summer. Hopefully they'll announce big gig here shortly. If you guys are from Colorado and listen to 93.3, they have this concert every year at Fiddler's Green, which is pretty awesome. They have a bunch of bands play, some local bands, some, you know, bigger bands. Like last year it was 30 Seconds to Mars was the headliner. It was freaking awesome. They haven't announced it yet this year, so I'm kind of just sitting around here waiting for them to announce it. So hopefully sometime soon they'll announce who their bands are this year. It gets really fun and I like music, so yeah. Alright, so then we are going to do our face first, and then we'll move on to the eyes today. So for our face today, I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. This is in the shade Medium Neutral 58. And that's what that looks like. Just gonna pump it here on the back of my hand. I think I'm just gonna use about a pump and a half. I'm gonna go in with my brush first. This is the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Flat Top Buffing Foundation Brush. This is the number 6. I freaking love this brush. I got it on a Ipsy. Yes, Ipsy. Finally got the BoxyCharm box, which I'm excited for. I received the last one last month, but it was late, so I didn't do a video on that. But I'm going to be doing the same videos that I do, like I do my Ipsy ones, but with the BoxyCharm stuff. Just buffing it down to my neck. And as you guys can see, a little does go a long way. I'm gonna go over it with a sponge anyways because I don't want any brush marks. This is pretty good about not leaving any brush marks on your face, but I just want to make sure that everything melts into the skin and looks nice and buffed out. Then I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Light Neutral. I'm going to put a little bit here. And I just want small dots because this is really full coverage. So I'm not doing too much. Just little dots here and there. Then I'm going to go with my ColourPop Concealer. This is in the shade Fair 00. This is the white one. I just kind of want a little bit lighter here on the inner corners. So I'm going to go in with this. Just right there to light up the inner corners. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my crown brush. This one doesn't have a number. It's just a crown brush. And it's kind of like a buffing brush. I'm just gonna start buffing it out with this. I'm not too worried about making my face look too light in the center, just because we're going to put other colors that are going to make the center pop out anyways. So if you're wondering, that is what I'm doing. I'm gonna go over it with a beauty sponge here just to go over all of it so it's all melted into the skin here. I just want all of that buffed in to the skin, and then with the same sponge I'm gonna grab some powder and just set the face. I'm just going through all of my face, making sure everything is set, make sure that there's no creases anywhere. Now that that is set, I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm gonna mix it with the Airspun Loose Powder. Just use a little bit of both. I bought the sample size of the Hourglass one, and now I feel like I have to go get the big size of it because this powder is freaking amazing, guys. It is really good. I freaking love it. Now I'm just going with that powder, making sure all of it is set. I'm doing it with my moist sponge just because I feel like whenever I do it with a brush, it's too harsh on the skin and it doesn't actually melt into the skin. It just sits on top, and I don't want that. I want it to actually just melt into everything. Alright, it's set now. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the face. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I just really want that powder to melt into my foundation. That's why I did that, and so it looks flawless and it looks nice throughout the day, and it actually lasts all day. Now I'm gonna move on to the eyes before we go to the skin, because I don't know if I'm gonna do bronzer. I'm kind of just going at it like I'm playing with my makeup. Kind of did a look that I want to do already, so I did this one here in purple. If you guys can see that there, I did that with purple, so I kind of want to do it with blue just to see how it would come out. I think it would be cute. Let's see. I think I want blue and kind of smoked out with some glitter everywhere. That's what we're doing. So we are going to start with the crease like we usually do. Just gonna put in a light blue in that crease. I want to go in with Blue Blood from the palette, which is this shade right here. That one right there. And I'm just gonna buff that one out all over. I'm not gonna be too careful with it. I'll bring you guys in closer so you guys can see what I'm actually doing. Just gonna buff all that out into the crease. And just start light-handed, and then if we need to, we'll build it up. But first, just going in with this big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe E27 brush. So just like so. This palette is really pigmented. You guys can see I already got a lot, and I just dipped in like once. Did any of you guys buy the Blue Blood palette? I have the other one that he had out last year for like Valentine's Day. It's the Less Sugar palette. That's kind of the same component as this. It is beautiful. It's actually one of my favorite palettes to use whenever I want to do like a red or purpley or like pinky kind of look. Definitely one of my favorite palettes to use. And I'm just buffing this out, making sure it's nicely blended, and I'm not being too careful with it. Okay. If we need to, we'll go back in with that one, but for now, that's good. And I'm gonna grab something a little bit darker. I think I'm gonna grab the shade Blue Monday. I'm gonna grab this one right here. This is the Blue Monday. Kind of sad that stuff that's printing on them like goes away once you touch it with your brush. It's just sad, but I also want to use it. So this is just a smaller brush. This is the M333 brush. And I'm just taking this here into the crease, being a little more precise with it, and just blending it into that other shade that we had down. You guys can see I haven't touched anything on the lid. Just taking it out here, starting here, and then bringing it in. Dragging it in there. I think I want to use the It's Designer palette from MAC. And I'm going to use the purple in here, which is this one right here. Just a purple shade. I think it's called the If It Ain't Baroque. Here, I'm gonna work it in somehow. I just don't know yet. I'm gonna go and deepen it out a little bit here with that same shade, the Blue Monday shade that I was using before. And just deepen it out here. I want it just a little bit deeper. I'm gonna go and extend it out like I'm gonna make a wing out from it. It's just gonna be darker here at the outer, just right here. Focusing it at the end of the lid here, or of the crease, I guess, on the outer corner here. And then I'm gonna grab a different brush, something a little bit more precise. This is the Morphe M506 brush. Like I said, I'm gonna grab that purple from this MAC palette, which is this one right here. I'm just gonna grab it on that brush, and I'm gonna start winging it out with this one. I think I want the purple to meet out here, because I do want purple in the look. Oh, this one's really pretty and bright. And then I'm bringing it into the lower lash line, if you guys can see that, just right here. So bringing it into the crease out here, meeting that blue, winging it out and bringing it down into the lower lash line, just on the outer part here of the lower lash line. I'm gonna deepen it just a little bit again with that blue, which is Blue Monday from the Blue Blood palette, and meeting it up with that purple as I wing it out. And if you guys can see, I'm just building it up slowly. I don't want it to be too dark and then you can't fix it how you want it to be. Grabbing a little bit more, keep deepening it up. I think I might want something a little bit deeper, like a deeper purple, instead of that light wash of purple in there. I'm gonna use the Magic by Juvia's Place, and I'm gonna use this one right here. This is a dark purple. That's what I'm looking for. This one's in the shade Ify or Ife. You guys have seen me use that one before. I'm gonna grab that same brush that I used earlier with that purple. This is the M506 brush. And with that one, I'm gonna go over it again like I did with that. Just want it to be a little bit deeper, I feel like. Just a little bit darker, yeah. You guys can see that definitely is a little darker than the other one that we had. And I'm gonna diffuse it with that lighter purple, but right now I want something deeper to go in here to meet up with that blue. Going back in with that blue, make sure it's deep enough how I want it to be. Bringing it in just a tiny bit. Okay. You guys can see I'm just going back and forth with the purple and the blue to make sure that it's nicely blended into one another and that it's as deep as I want it to be. Now with the first brush that we used, the E27 in the color Blue Blood, just gonna try to blend that one out here. And with that purple as well. I'm gonna go back in with that blue shade, Blue Monday from the Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and buff it in there. You guys can see with that blue on top of it, that lighter blue, it started to look purple, and that's not what I want. I want it to stay blue. We're gonna cut the crease anyway, but for now, I want it to stay dark blue, as dark as I can get it. Okay, I think we are good now with that blue shade. You guys can see I just dragged that one out. That purple, slowly just dragged it out. And now just slowly working it into the outer corner and on my lower lash line. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that purple from the MAC palette, this one right here, and I'm gonna put a little bit of that here. And that's how we're gonna leave that part for now. I'm gonna grab my concealer from ColourPop. This is the shade Fair 000. Gonna put it here in the back of my hand, and that's what I'm gonna use to cut the crease with. So I'm gonna grab my brush here. This is the M213 brush, and I'm just gonna cut the crease with that. I'm gonna go in here. Make sure you look up. Make sure that it is going to cut it right where you want it. And I'm not bringing it all the way out. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna put a blue out here and then bring in some other colors in the eye. I think I'm gonna go in with the shade from the Juvia's Place. This is called Cassie, which is this like white tan color right here. I'm gonna use that one to set that concealer just a little bit, but I'm gonna place some colors on top of it, so it's fine. This is the Fair brush. It is the 205 Fly Wings brush. It's the one that I'm gonna be using, and grabbing that shade Cassie just to set that white down a little bit. This is so that concealer doesn't move or crease or anything on your eye when you have eyeshadow on. And it's not that dark. It's fine to use on top of that white. Now with the M139 brush, I'm gonna grab the shade from the Jeffree Star palette. This is the Ocean Ice, which is this really pretty sparkly color right here. I'm gonna use that on the outer part here because this color, I've been wanting to put it on my eyeball since I saw this palette. It is freaking amazing. And I think I'm gonna spritz it with my MAC Fix Plus to intensify it, because I'm pretty sure that you can. It's gonna look, oh my god, yes. Oh, are you guys seeing that? Are you guys seeing that? It is so beautiful. And I'm tapping it in, not going back and forth, because that's just gonna make a bigger mess. If you guys can see, I already have a little bit of fallout on the face from this shade, but it's fine. You can go back and clean it up. Oh my god, this color is just so pretty. Do you guys see that? Now that I have that shade in there, I think I'm gonna grab the shade right next to it, which is called Entitled. This pretty teal blue shade right here. It's freaking pretty. I'm gonna grab M321 brush, and I'm going to use that to place the shade Entitled. And I'm also gonna spritz this one because I want to get the full on sparkle of it. And I'm gonna place it next to that blue. Wow. Are you guys seeing that? Holy crap, dude. So metallic, so pretty. It's like a mermaid on your eyeball. No joke. It is so pretty. Holy crap. Alright. Oh my god, that looks so beautiful. It's just too pretty. Is that like for real? It's too pretty. I just don't know. I have no words for it. And then I'm gonna grab just a smaller brush to do the inner corner. This is the E36 brush, and I'm gonna use the shade Faso from the Juvia's Place, which is this purpley iridescent shade. It has blue and purple in it, so I'm gonna put that in the inner corner. And I'm also gonna spritz this one with MAC Fix Plus to get the full intensity of it, and place it next to that teal shade and on the inner corner as well. You guys see that? Oh my god. It's like a mermaid on my eyeball, guys. I'm trying to blend it in together as well as I go through it, so it doesn't look like there's lines in between. So just like that. I do the same with this one. I'm just going back in with the brushes that had the eyeshadow on it and blending it in together. But look at that. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Can't. It's too pretty. Then I'm gonna just go in with a bigger brush here and wipe off some of that fallout gently, or else you're gonna have blue and purple all over your face, which we're still gonna put blue and purple all over our face, but that's not the point. We want it on the right spots. And now I'm gonna go back and do the lower lash line real quick with that purpley shade. I'm gonna do the darker one first, the one from the Juvia's Place, and I'm just gonna put it here on the lower lash line. I'm bringing it in a tiny bit. Then I'm gonna go in with the darker shade, the blue, and I'm actually gonna use this brush here. This is the Farrah brush, the 205 Fly Wings brush. I'm gonna grab, I think I want some of that blue sparkly one under there. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of that with that brush, and I'm gonna spritz it just like I did with the lid. And then just placing it as close as I can to the waterline. Just like so. Oh, it's so pretty. I can't handle it. And then I'm gonna go back in, grab that light shade that we use here in the inner corner, and put it here at the bottom to meet with that purple and blue. Like that. And then for the waterline, I'm gonna use this NYX Professional Makeup eyeliner. This is the Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and Definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Shine Eyeliner. Is that the longest name ever or what? This is in the shade Azure, and I'm just gonna put that in the waterline. Alright guys, so that is that eye done. I'm gonna go off camera, do the other eye, and then we'll come back and finish up the rest of the face. And yeah, so we are back with the other eye done. I'm gonna take the purple from this MAC palette, which is the one that we use on our eyes, this one right here, with this Juvia's Place brush. This is the tapered blending brush, and I'm gonna put that, slowly build it where I would contour or bronze, just slowly. Slowly bringing it down just a little bit, and I'm just going in circular motions as I pull the color down. Like I said, I'm slowly building it up, the color. And I'm gonna bring it up to my temples as well, just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the apples of my cheeks. Pull in some color, making ourselves look just like a purple alien mermaid vibe is what I'm going. I want just a little bit darker of a purple. I'm gonna go in with the Juvia's Place palette, the same one that we used for our eyes, and grabbing that darker purple. And I'm just gonna put it right over here, bringing it down just a little bit. Tap out the access a little bit, then try to blend it in with that purple we already had on our face, so it's nice and blended. I know we look purple, that's the whole point. That's what I'm trying to get to. It's a festival look, so I figured we'd do something fun. I mean, you can always go with your regular bronzer and blush and highlight and call it good, but I mean, if you're gonna go to a fun festival like that for like 3 days, Coachella, you're gonna have to come up with something unique. Of course, also another thing is you're gonna be wearing this all day, walking around with it all day. So if it's something that you're gonna be uncomfortable with, definitely do something more wearable if that's what you're into, or you can just do the eye look instead of doing the face like I'm doing it, and you can just do the regular bronzer and blush and highlight sort of thing. But I just wanted to show you what I would do, at least if I were to go to a festival, because I know I probably wouldn't do something wearable because I'm a crazy person.
You know that frogs have more musical ability than people, but nobody believes me. They all think I'm crazy.
But yeah, that's what this side looks like. This is the normal side. This is the one with the purple on it. I'm also going to bring it a little bit down here just to create that shadow like we did with everything else. But I didn't go in with any extra product, just with whatever I still had on the brush. I'm not doing anything that is too crazy down there. And now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Alright, I'm going to go with some pink just to bring in some pink blush. I'm gonna use my Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette, and I'm gonna go in with this pink right here called Sola. This one right here. Put that on my apples of my cheeks. I know it's intense, but that's what I'm looking for. Ooh, that's intense. Whoa. Okay, maybe I'm gonna do my little foundation a little bit just to tone it down, because that is kind of crazy. I'm sorry. There we go, that's better. And then for highlighter, I'm gonna use the ColourPop Super Shock highlighter. This is the shade Poor Unfortunate Souls. It's from the Villains collection. It has like a purpley hue to it. So that's the one that I'll be using. I'm gonna put it down my nose and on my Cupid's bow. And I'm also gonna go in with this Wet n Wild highlighter. This is the Halo Walkers one. It's the blue huey one. That's the one I'm gonna use. Just gonna grab my fan brush here and bring in some blue hue to that. Oh my gosh, look at that. It looks so pretty. I'm also going to grab a little bit of my pinky here and put it on my inner corners, just to make that pop a little bit more. I'm going to use my ColourPop liquid liner. This is their new ones. This is in the shade Crazy, and it is the blue shade on it. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I'm going to draw little stars with this everywhere. Kind of like stars, more like, you guys will see. Oh, you can't really see them. That's sad. It was gonna be better than that. Let's try to go over it. If not, I'll use some white. Oh, you can see them better now. I might still do some white just so we bring in a different color. Makes them stand out a little bit better. There we go. Then let's add some white ones to that. I'm gonna use the NYX liquid liner. This is just in the shade White. I'm gonna make some with those. And then we're gonna do our little moon here at the top. I'm gonna do it with a pencil first. Just gonna grab my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil to draw it on my forehead. I'm gonna put some glitter in it. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys which one this one was. This is the Urban Decay Heavy Metals Glam Rock. That's just the silver one. And then I'm going to go with this Wet n Wild Mega Liner. This is in the shade Purple Potion. And I'm just going to create random lines here and there. I'll put some on my nose. I'm going to add some more with this. I'm going to put some over my liner here. Add it down here. And then do the same thing here. Just adding a lot of glitter everywhere, I guess. And now for the fun part. Yeah, more glitter. These are the ColourPop Glitterly Obsessed. I'm gonna use the one from the Villains collection called Anomaly. And this is the Avenue of Stars. Just gonna grab a little bit of my finger and just place it on random spots on my face. And you guys can also put it like around your body, like put it around your shoulders or something like that if that's something you guys want to do. But I'm just gonna place it in different spots on my face just because I want glitter everywhere. Just adding it on random spots here and there. More glitter, yay! Who doesn't like glitter anyways? Let's fill my face with glitter. I'm just grabbing both glitters and going crazy with it. And we're done with the glitter. Now we just need to do lips. I have this one from Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Metallic Lipstick. This is in the shade Icing on the Wall. It's a blue. I'm gonna go in with this one first. And then I'm gonna go in with this NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick. This is in the shade Subversive Socialite. I'll put that in the middle. And apparently I'm putting glitter on my lips because it was glitter left over on my finger. I'm just blending those two together. I'm gonna add a little bit of highlighter to my lips. And I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild highlighter, the one that I used on my face. And then of course, make some random lines with the white eyeliner. Then I'm just gonna coat my lashes. This is the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera, do the hair, and I will be right back with the finished look. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys have fun out there in your festivals or whatever else you're doing to create this makeup, if that's something that you guys want to do. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see you in my next one. Toodles!